I was unemployed again after the contract ended for
Sure.
teacher's assistant.
Yeah.
We both had to go back home. She's going with my child to her home. I'm going back home to live with my parents. Now I'm looking at my father, the man who said, Chief, we remember, he said, we're going to take care.
Bro, one of my favorite lines when it comes to accountability. At the end of that session, we have to look at each other in the eyes and ask each other, have you lied to me in the past hour?
The fear of, what do I do now? Because we've been in the relationship, we've been fine, but now the marriage is a new title. Also, it was like, the life that I used to live, do I really deserve this? Do I deserve this woman? Do I deserve this happiness?
Yep. How did your wife say yes to who you were, believing that you're going to be who you are now?
Sure.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to That Husband Podcast with me, Black Newborn. Here we are husbands who aren't where we want to be, but certainly are not where we used to be. We are imperfect, always failing forward, trying to know better so that we can do better.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to That Husband Podcast with me, Black Newborn. This is where husbands try to know better so that we can do better. Before we jump into this episode, we want to thank everybody who's been supporting us. If you're new around these streets, you're wondering what's happening here, man, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that you're updated on every single episode we drop every Wednesday at Hoppus 11. 2 ways you can support us. 1, you can go on our website, thathusband.com, and you can find all that we are building and putting together here. Tickets to Beans and Bonds, our workshops, our online store. You can even buy us coffee there. So make sure you visit thathusband.com. The second way you can support us is by booking me as a speaker, an MC, or facilitator for your next event. And you can drop us an email at booking@blacknewborn.com. That's booking@blacknewborn.com. The husband that's sitting across the table from me today, ladies and gentlemen, this deserves... That's why I'm wearing an orange suit today. This dude drove 3 hours.
Yes, my man.
Tebogo
My G.
Maribe.
Thank you for
Dinsan,
having me.
Fana. Dinsan,
Brother. Thank you
Bro.
for having me. Thank you.
Bro, man.
Yeah.
You pulled through, bro.
Yes.
And you didn't come alone. You came with your wife, though.
Yes. I came with my wife.
Man.
I came with her
On you.
and next to me.
And next.
Come on,
boy.
man.
Pressure. For the rest of us.
Only way to do it, man.
Yeah. Bro, I'm excited for our chat today. And the reason for that is the first time we met, you came through to Beans and Bonds.
Yes.
And we're just connecting. And I saw you, man. I was like, this guy's just like chatting with everybody. Like you were like, man, I'm making much of this experience,
Sure.
right? And then I find out you live 3 hours away.
Yes.
I was like, bro, you have to tell people that.
Yes.
You have
put
to
me on
stand
the
up.
spot.
I had, bro.
I remember.
You have to tell people, bro.
Yes.
And part of that is just like, I think for me, you are evidence of this vision that we had. That if we're going to champion husbands, we're going to have husbands who want to do better and take that call seriously.
Yes.
I'm like, 3 hours, bro. Just so that you can be in the room. I was like, yo, that's for me, bro. I was like, I can go sleep.
Yes.
Right?
You
Work
are-
is done.
Your duty for the day
Come on, bro.
and for the event was
It's
done.
done, bro. Right?
Sure.
So anyway, man. So that's why I'm like, man, keen just to get into your story.
Yes.
And then I know people will be encouraged by it, brother.
Yeah.
It's tradition here for us to put some stuff in that book behind me.
Oh,
And
yes.
so we ask our guests to help us define what a husband is. Yeah, man. So I mean, bro, a husband is somebody who has a picture of their wife on
Sure.
their like done, boy.
I'm done.
You don't even have to
That's what I
answer
can
this
write
thing,
in the
dog.
book.
Come on, boy.
Yeah.
Oh, what is a husband, brother?
To me, I think firstly, a husband, I feel like I've been trying to shy away from answering this when people ask me,
Sure.
so that I can answer it here.
Sure. Come on.
For me, it's an answered prayer, bro. Like
Yeah.
you are someone's answered prayer first and foremost, because you cannot be a husband if you are not coming from God. God put me in her life and vice versa.
Sure.
And then for me, for the rest of what a husband is just a commitment of a lot of things. Committing to be the provider, the things that we know what a husband is, or we've learned as we are
Yeah.
in the marriage
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
past year. commit to everything that you say that you are.
Sure, man.
That's what makes me a husband for me.
Yeah.
And I'm here to
Come on, bro.
show you that.
That's dope, bro.
I will, bro.
No, I appreciate that, man.
I think that's what a husband means to me.
Yeah. Commitment is a very weighty term that gets thrown around in our culture with, it gets cheapened. People strip away its meaning, and especially when it comes to husbands.
Yes.
Part of why we started this pod is because the narrative around husbands not being committed was such a big narrative in people's faces. We saw it all the time, Husbands, men are not committed. Even the idea of being a husband is just like, who would even want to do that? Because you guys can't even commit, you know? And so we're like, nah, man, there's guys who care for their wives, who love their wives, who take the call seriously, who are committed, and consider the weightiness of what commitment means, and I set it up like that because even just before we started recording now, you were like, man, like, oh, I keep time, if I'm on time, I'm late, right? By the way, he came like probably 35-40 minutes early, right? And I was like, all right, this dude means business, right? And you came with your wife, you're both looking sharp, right? You're both just like ready for the moment, right? Why is that, bro? Where did you learn that? Why is commitment such a vital thing in your life? And wherever it comes from, however you're gonna answer, how has that benefited your role as a husband? And I'll throw another one there. Okay. How has your wife responded to that?
Yeah, that's a loaded question.
Yeah.
Commitment for me came from just seeing my grandparents from my paternal side.
Sure.
Being committed to each other, committed to the church, committed to loving their grandchildren. So for me, that's the way I think I saw it. I might have, as I'm growing up and going through these different phases as a boy and a man, young man, I might have swayed.
Sure.
But this, rest in peace to my grandmother.
Shout out, man.
She once said, don't be like your father. I think my biological father will get into that, I guess, as we go on. Sure. Don't be like him. I think she was saying he was not committed to things, not just my mother, other things. I think that's what it felt like.
Sure.
In hindsight, that's what I feel like.
Yeah.
How I'm committed, because it's something that one of the last words my grandmother said to me when I just graduated from varsity there. She said that I was still going up and down. I think she could see similar traits, which put me back after a few years and say, you need to commit, whether you are hustling in a good way, hustling in a good way, whether you have a job, commit to it. So those are the things that made me commit. And how that has benefited me and my wife is that if I say I'm going to do something, I end up doing it because I've now ingrained the commitment thing in my blood.
Sure.
So it works for the family. She's happy that this guy is the guy that I prayed for.
Sure.
I might have not been that guy when we met. But through prayer, continuous prayer, together and individually, like I'm praying for this guy to be the person he wants to be, because I wanted to be a guy who's committed. If I'm committed to hosting these events and doing all of these, all of these things, this is going to benefit us if I'm putting the same effort. And if commitment is difficult, be committed to trying. You understand?
Come on, bro.
If commitment of something is difficult, be committed to trying, bro, because it will yield better results.
Oof. Bro, how man, that's powerful, bro. Yeah, be committed to trying, bro. Because a lot of, I always say, that the worst thing that could happen is not failure. The worst thing that could happen is not somebody saying no if you're asking. The worst thing that could happen is you not trying.
Yes.
Right? Because saying no or failure, those situations give you data and how you can redirect your course and how you can come up with a plan B, plan C. But not trying, like you're stuck.
Yes.
You're just not anywhere. There's no data. There's no movement. There's nothing, right? And I wanna like dwell there. For men who are watching this, for husbands who are watching this. Earlier on you just alluded to when your wife met you, you weren't the kind of guy that you are now.
Yes.
So from being that guy to being the kind of guy who's committed now, describe for us just the journey, that commitment, the benefits that it came with, because sometimes we don't see the benefits of commitment.
Yes.
Therefore, we like, this thing is not attractive. Like, it just seems like work.
Yes.
But until you see somebody who's like, no, man, I've done this thing this way. I've lived in a particular, and these are the fruits that have yielded
Yes.
from this kind of lifestyle, this kind of attitude, this way of carrying myself. It's only then that we like, oh, smack, let me try that. And men want to mirror.
Yes.
So I'm asking you to be our mirror, bro. What benefits have you found, brother?
For me, the benefits of commitment have been a happy home.
Come on, bro.
A healthy child.
Ooh,
We have a 5-year-old busybody.
Yeah.
You know daughters. You have a daughter, my brother. Yeah.
I see how it is. I'm like, this I've seen before. I know it.
You can identify.
Yeah.
So we have benefited in that. And for me, I feel like what commitment did for my wife and I is allow us to grow in a way that we've always wanted to grow. I've seen myself committing to other things, but in the past not committing to a woman until I met this woman who said, I want this, chief. This is what I want in a man.
Sure.
And I told her, this is what I want to be, but I'm not there yet.
Hey.
Are you going to stick around?
Sure.
She just asked for commitment. Commit to, if you're saying you are the provider, commit to that. Even when it's hard, brother. Yeah. When that rent money is coming out, you must commit, especially when it's hard. Yeah. So it has benefited our family in so many ways.
Sure, bro.
We ended up, we didn't plan to be content creators.
Yeah.
Last year, in Christmas, if you told me this year I'd be doing content, I'd be saying you're lying.
Yeah, sure.
We were freshly married. Sure. We are still enjoying each other's families, cousins and whatnot. So that commitment made us say, let's try something. Sure. And because of our spirit of commitment, we know that we're going to stick to it.
Stop, bro.
A few months ago, my wife said, I said to my wife, I wasn't sure that we were going to follow through with this thing. And the biggest compliment that she's given me, or I feel like it's one of the biggest, she said, when you start something, you follow through.
Come on.
So I knew. So when we are sitting here, everything that has come as a result of good things happening in our life, it's because of commitment was the center. Committing to be kind. If I'm kind to my wife, I'm going to get 10 times kindness from her.
Come on, bro.
And if I'm committed to loving my wife, the person who benefits the most is my child.
Yeah. Come on, bro.
If I pour all of that commitment in all these different things, whether I'm committed to paying rent, I'm committed to loving her, I'm committed to being kind, committed to going on a date. So it all benefits our home and our child.
That's fire,
so
bro.
Those are the benefits of being committed in different things. We like to say we are committed. We are just focused on the person, but not your actions. Be committed to your actions, because actions are the ones that actually matter. I can say I'm committed to this woman, but I'm in the streets.
Yep. Come on, bro.
Yeah,
bro. You just, man, that's such an inspiring picture, bro. Of taking something so, again, it's cheapened, it's thrown around.
Yes.
It's really understood. You know, when people understand commitment for what it is, then they live it out the way you're describing. Most of us desire it, and just never get around to making that commitment with ourselves, that we're gonna stick to commitment. You know what I mean? And it's incredible, man. Just to hear how it's benefited your family and especially your wife, because, man, the thing you said now about our wives, you know, they nurture us, they by design, biologically, they carry seed, and therefore they grow seed and give back. You know, you gave seed, and she gives you a human.
Yes.
Right. And so it is with any other thing you give her. Right. You give her hatred, she'll multiply that thing.
Yes.
And throw it back at you, and then you're gonna get on social media and complain about, hey, I'm a fuss,
Basadi ba etsa what?
basadi, yeah, right. You give her a lack of commitment, she'll give you that thing back, right? I don't think it's a coincidence that men are called to love and women are called to submit to that love.
Yes.
It's because if she is submitting to love, right, part of that submission is her taking all of it, working it in how she's been wired, and then she gives it back, like you said, not just to you, but multiplied in the home, bro.
Yes.
And our kids benefit 10 times more.
Yes.
Once we focus on giving our wives our love, and then they naturally do what they do with that stuff, right? And so it is going to be with, again, commitment. If my wife feels that I am committed to her, bro, she'll be the most loyal person ever.
And her loyalty inspires your loyalty.
Come on, bro.
Yes.
And it just feeds then.
Yes.
Right? Then it just feeds, bro. And sometimes I'm like, guys, you know, relationships are complicated because we're complex people. But you don't have to unnecessarily make the thing complicated.
Yes. We are not a monolith.
Yeah. Right.
Yes.
You don't have to necessarily make the thing complex, bro. You know, it's like, just do the simple stuff, man.
Sure.
And let your wife do what she will do naturally. Do what you have to do naturally. Yes, we crazy sinners, and you know, sometimes we kind of do bad things, sure. But it's even in those moments when we catch ourselves that we come back to a place where we know exactly what we want. And so I think it's just dope, man, how you paint that picture, bro. Like sitting here, I feel the warmth of your home, and I haven't been into your home, right? And I'm like,
very warm.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. And it's just even in how you speak about it.
Yes.
Like, bro, insane, man. Shout outs to you, bro.
Thank you, bro.
Shout outs to you, man.
That.
Yeah. But this warm guy was never the warm guy.
Of course.
Who was that guy, though? Who was that dude? And how did your wife say yes to who you were, you know, believing that you're gonna be who you are now?
Sure.
Yeah.
The guy was a guy who loved entertainment. I'm a entertainment guy at heart. Whether it's events or now the content space.
Yeah.
I understand entertaining, or I'd love to think I understand entertainment. So she met me when I was at the peak of that at home, me and my friends hosting an event that we've been hosting for quite a while.
Yeah.
She came through to the event. She knew this guy is an events guy, popular in town. You know, those guys are never considered by any woman. They are not sure. They say, these ones.
They're only loyal to their events, these ones. Yeah.
So I was very committed to that event. I was not working. I was just after varsity, trying to make ends meet. After working other events, like, let's try our own.
Sure.
I heard something at that event that inspired me to me and my friends to come together. So at that time, I was just a young man who's focused on doing what I want. Women getting married. It was just something far-fetched.
How old were you at that point?
I was 24, 25, 24. I think I was 24.
Okay, sure.
And the thing is, I was avoiding it because in my high school years, you know, when you're talking with your brothers in high school, I'm going to get married at this age. I'm going to have a child at this age.
Sure.
And the funny part is, the years that I spoke about actually happened.
Crazy.
It just shows that God was listening when I said it.
Crazy, man.
Even though for me, I was a kid, 17 years saying, at 25, I want to have a child.
Sure.
At 30, I want to get married. Yeah. I'm not even listening to myself saying, I want to have a child out of wedlock. You understand? Because that immature thing of, hey, you must be able to have a child first.
Test if the things work.
Test if the thing. What if you don't? You're shooting what? Yeah. So it was just a bit of ignorance in my life at that time. So she met me as that guy, and I think through conversation in the courting stages, she could see that there are trinkets of a guy that I want in here, especially the honest part. I might have been everything, but I was an honest guy.
Sure.
Communication lines were very clear.
Still, bro.
Like this guy is willing to say, hey, yo, I'm out, I'm with my friends, and give me updates.
Sure.
That thing is frowned upon. In the guy's
with the
seconds.
gents.
Hey, what report that you?
Yeah.
Are you at work or what? You understand? So I understand. So for me,
Homies, man.
that's what she saw, and those trinkets of this is the guy that if I'm maybe patient.
Man.
And I've also told him my intention of this relationship.
Sure.
Because she said before our relationship, she said the next guy is the guy who's going to marry me.
Sure.
And he must be aware of that. So I think that's how those little nuggets of I was showing her, she's like,
Sure.
there's potential there.
Yeah. Sure.
You understand?
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
So for me, I think that's how she decided to say, okay, let's see how it's gonna go.
See, bro.
And it actually went pretty quickly.
Yeah. That's dope, man.
From when we met to getting married and having a child.
Yeah. So that was 5 years.
Yeah.
Gap. How do you reconcile now, and you can tell us what you thought back then.
Yeah.
But now sitting this side, how do you think about the guy who decided to have a kid out of wedlock? What do you say to that guy now?
When I look back,
Yeah.
I think it was a hasty decision. We were in the honeymoon of our relationship, and we felt like we are ready. But how are you ready out of wedlock, my brother? Why are you ready to have a child, but you can't wait to get married
Can't
first?
commit.
I think what I would say to that guy is that don't rush having a child, but a blessing came out of that.
Come on, bro.
Out of that decision is a blessing.
Yeah.
We face God and say, forgive us for that sin.
Yeah.
We are now making it right and committing to being parents of that child that we said we want to bring to this world. So for me, I always look back like it was very hard having this child. I was not working, as I said. I was hustling.
It's crazy, bro.
Events.
Yeah,
but we said we want to have a child.
Yeah.
You know that concept, Manchita? I want our whole.
Yeah. Sure.
But you understand? So until that child gets here, you understand the difficulties.
Yeah, man.
And what I respect about that guy is that even in that time, I went to sit my parents down, my mother and father.
Yeah.
Yeah. My stepfather, I don't call it my stepfather.
Yeah, sure.
My father, I sat them down and said, I sat my father down in his bedroom. I remember in their bedrooms, like, let me talk to him first. And funny enough, I'm closer to my mother now, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, but I was like, yo, let me speak to Pops. Yo, I did this.
Yeah.
That's what I respect. I sat him down and
Sure,
said, I'm having a child. What he said to me is, you are now no longer responsible for your own self. You are responsible for the child.
Clean, bro.
Whatever you do,
Clean.
you must provide for the child.
Yeah, sure.
So I would have probably done certain things different, maybe getting married first.
Yeah.
But I have no regrets.
Yeah, sure. No.
I've asked for forgiveness, and that forgiveness has led to a fruitful life.
That's good, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And I asked that because, whatever people believe, we all have different things, etc., etc. But then some people would look at that time of their life, with like so much regret.
Yes.
And it's like, sure, get it, and if that's part of your healing process, hundreds. But man, like the life that you have now, and the decisions that you've made after that, is really what matters. I think I've shared it on the pod, but like I heard a dude say, we're born looking like our parents, but we die looking like our decisions. Right?
That's too.
So the decisions you make, bro, when we see you laying there in your coffin, you're going to look like all those decisions you make. So did you make good decisions? Did you make bad decisions? And if you made bad decisions, did you recover from them before you breathe your final breath? Because it's those decisions that you're going to look like.
Yeah.
And so where you sitting now, I'm like, yeah, this warmth you're describing, man, is that switch.
Sure.
When you said, okay, I see who this guy is.
Yeah.
My wife said she wanted a different guy, and I'm switching. You know, it's the clarity that Pops gives you.
Yes.
From this point on, you're not living for yourself now,
My brother.
right?
Yeah.
Because a lot of dudes can decide there.
Yes.
Pops, what line?
Unnecessary rebellions.
And that's a good word.
Yes.
Unnecessary. It's unnecessary. Chief.
It's unnecessary.
Chief.
Yeah.
You can control it. It's unnecessary.
Yeah.
You already took somebody's child and impregnated them.
Yes.
It's unnecessary after this, Joe. What are you doing? Anyway,
exactly.
you wanted to say something on that, dog.
I wanted to say, and it's also contrary to what I would have discussed with my then girlfriend, which is now my wife.
Yeah.
We said we want a child.
Yes.
Now, when my father is telling me,
Yes. Yes.
I gotta, you knew what you were doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now you must. So, if I have this discussion with my girlfriend and then my pops says this, and then I'll be lying to myself about being ready to have a child. As much as the honeymoon made us feel like we are ready for a child, we made sure that we become ready for the child.
That's good, bro.
Even in my unemployment, in those times where it was difficult, I would make sure that whatever money I get, that's for my child. I put myself at the back.
Yeah.
So seeing how my parents would also do it in the household,
Still,
putting themselves first.
Yeah.
Putting us first, and putting themselves at the back.
Bro, you come from a small town?
Yes.
Riddled with, all the social ills that
Yes.
any township, any small town in our country, would. I'm from Tebza.
Sure.
And there's similar traits.
Yes.
Again, one, because of the history of our country, but then subsequent to that, there's also, and this is probably unfair of me to say because it is slightly complex.
Sure.
There are decisions that people make, and they could make different decisions.
Yes.
So if we just
Of course.
put it bluntly, yes, there's other complexities behind how people make and take decisions.
Yes.
And so I acknowledge that. But I say that to say, in the midst of all of that, and maybe you can also paint a picture of how your context looks like.
Sure.
Why didn't you remain that guy? What are the events, where you're just gonna get this chick pregnant? She's like, I want something better. And I'm not gonna do that, the necessary rebellion.
Sure.
What? And you could have said, I'm from a small town, drugs, there's whatever, right?
There's things happening.
There's things happening.
It could justify.
They
me
could
going-
justify.
Yes.
Yeah. And maybe even, let's be fair, they don't justify what you're doing, but they give us reasons to understand why you're doing what you're doing.
Sure.
So you even know yourself, this thing is not justifiable, but you're fighting for it to be understandable, right? So guys, I'm not justifying my behavior, but you must understand, these are the cards that I was dealt with,
Sure.
right? What happened to you, bro? Right? In
Yeah.
that moment.
I think for me, the type of music that I listen to, these are guys who've made mistakes and recovered, and I hear it in their music. I take music very seriously.
Yeah.
That's poetry. That's
dope, bro.
you understand.
Yeah.
So for me, I was like, I'm going to be very intentional about what I feed my subconscious because that's where the decision making is coming from.
Come on, bro.
I'm not going to look at what I consciously see around and say that's there. You understand? Jay-Z has a line that says, "A man who can take care of his family can be rich." It was his last album.
Sure.
His matured album.
Yeah.
And we know where he comes from.
Come on now.
We know, I'm not going to quote
Yeah.
his old things here. We know where he comes from. So for me, it was like, he's a man who comes from what we heard in the music, what he was doing.
Sure.
It was around him. He changed his life. So I was like, this eventing thing, it's cool.
Yeah.
But sustainability, I have a child now. I kept doing it for a few years because it was a means of income.
Sure.
It fed my child in her infancy.
Sure.
So I was like, but this thing is still straining the family. You're out at night. She's worried about you. She's left with the child. You understand? So for me, it's like, what is it that I can do to make sure I'm the man that I want to be? Because it's not just about the man that she wants me to be. It's the man I want to be. And those things are aligned.
They are, bro.
I want to be a provider.
Come on, bro.
I want to be a provider. Let me look for a job.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with looking for a job.
Sure.
My man, you went to university. Your
Sure.
grandmother, after graduation, she said this to you. So it means she was saying commit, whether you're going to commit to a job.
Eish, man.
It comes back to that
Yeah.
commitment again.
Yeah.
I went to my books and said, I have this degree.
Yeah.
What job can I get around here? A teacher. I made a certificate on top of my degree to become a teacher.
Yeah.
So I can feed my child.
Come on, bro.
So things like that. And gradually working on myself and saying, I don't want to be this guy.
Sure.
And this space is going to keep me as this guy. Let me try to slowly and gradually, I'll find because I love this thing, it's my passion, I'll find a way to circle back without having so much strain on myself and my family.
Come on, bro.
So that was the picture that I was painting for myself. I don't want to be a product of
It's good, bro.
Of this town. It's known for this. I don't even want to put them on blast.
Sure,
They'll do their research where I'm from.
Sure.
I don't want to be if I'm a product of this, I must be a positive product.
Come on, bro.
So that's the way I was able to get outside of those social economic ills that are happening in each town and small town in South Africa. I'm like, let me try something. And that something should be something I want.
Yeah. It's good, bro. Man, that's inspiring, brother. And thanks for sharing that, bro. You know, I want you to talk to us about the pressure of being unemployed, the desire to want to provide when you can't. How did you handle that? Because we do speak about, one of the traits of a husband being a provider.
Yes.
And so two things happen. We speak about it to scream to men, y'all need to wake up, right? Be providers, blah, 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 which is good. And then we miss out on some of the nuances when it's like, yo, what happens in between not having a job and having that desire for a job, but you can't get one? What's that space there? Yeah. What is that guy thinking? So instead of screaming at him, or we speak about it on this other side, being a provider is a good thing, blah, 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 blah. And we speak about it in very idealistic terms.
Sure.
So one, we call out, man, go do this thing. Here it's like, well, that's a cool thing. In an ideal world,
everyone's a provider.
Everyone is a provider. Yeah. But there's no any critical thinking that's placed on just some of the issues that people are facing,
Sure.
So it's like, in an ideal, you're a man, they'll get up and go work. And it's like, bro, there's tons of things that might be preventing him from actually doing that.
Yes.
Don't just scream at him. Think about, he has a desire to do the thing.
Yes.
But then he has this reality. How do you help him reconcile that? So what were you thinking? And because you made a decision then to say, okay, this is what I'm seeing. I'm going to go do this kind of job.
Yes.
But you found a way as well to circle back to your passions, which most guys don't. At that point, they abandon their passions and it's like, I'm done with this thing, dog. And I think most men are afraid of that because then it's like, wow, I can't leave what I love, but I have to provide for my family.
Sure.
But you have to be a man and stand up and do the thing.
Yeah.
Right? So hard, bro.
It's hard. For me,
Hard, bro.
For me, the cheat code was having a woman who doesn't look down on me because I don't have a job. She had a job.
Come on, bro.
She understood how to talk to me in a very kind way.
Come on, bro.
Even when this is a situation that many women or some women would say, you are nonsense. You are not doing anything. So that kindness that she was pouring into me made me take my ego and stamp on it and say, let me go look for a job.
Man.
Let me be positive.
Man.
If I get a job that pays me 3K, I'm going to go and do it.
That's it, bro.
That's when the teacher's assistance program was introduced. I went there. With my degree, I went and said, I got a baby on the way. The baby is here. Let me get out of my cloud of a man must provide. a man must provide, but he must go and make a plan to provide.
To provide. Come on.
If I'm sitting there and say, I can't provide. The pity party, no one is coming to it.
Yeah.
It's only you and your pregnant woman in an apartment you can't afford. You took it after you took this apartment because the one she was staying in was small. But now that the teacher's assistant contract ends and now you are sitting there trying to hustle with the events money too. So I was not dwelling on, I don't have a job.
Yeah. It's good, bro.
That for me, putting my ego on the side and say, I'm going to be with a woman who has a job.
It's good, man.
And luckily for me, it's not a woman who looks down on me because I don't have a job, because you can see this guy is trying. Those are the trinkets that she sees, that this guy is actually trying. So that gave me the confidence to look forward to trying everything in order for me to provide. Because you are at your lowest. I felt like this was internal. It's not maybe something I really verbalized. Maybe I did because during COVID, our communication became better. You have no choice.
You have no choice, bro.
Yeah. And I'm snitching on myself because they didn't know we lived together before we got married.
So the rentals are gonna see this. Sorry,
hey, forgive me, mama. So for me, we were able to really build a close bond, and which it really poured into me, like the confidence that you can do everything that you wanna do.
Yeah.
I made means to provide.
Come on, man.
There was a year, I think I was unemployed again after the contract ended for teacher's assistant.
Yeah.
We both had to go back home. She's going with my child to her home. I'm going back home to live with my parents.
Hey.
Now I'm looking at my father, the man who said, Chief, you remember? He said, we're going to take care. Bro. But I tried. I didn't come back. I tried.
Yeah.
And then I sat at home, and that's when I did the certificate. I'm saying, I'm going to provide for my child. My mom said, I'll pay this thing for you. It's 1 year, it's online. Sit home, there's Wi-Fi. I put my head down, and now here we are.
That's dope, bro.
Yeah.
That's dope, bro. What chats were you having with yourself? That level of humility, bro, I can't imagine. And listen, I'm not above that.
Sure.
But I can't imagine having to see my wife and daughter going back home and knowing that I won't see them daily. And part of why I can't see them daily is because of me.
Yes.
And then not only that pain, but I have to put my tail between my legs and go home.
Home. Face my parents.
But what were you saying to yourself?
I have a lot of enthusiasm about me.
Come on, man.
I looked back and said, I really tried. It's not like I was just sitting there. We went from that nice 2-bedroom house to a 1-bedroom flat, and then from 1-bedroom flat back home. I tried. Even in the going down, I was trying. So to myself, I was like, I just need to allow God to place me where He needs to place me.
Yeah.
That was my second appointment as a teacher. So that made me feel like maybe God wants me to be here. I know what I'm passionate about.
Sure.
I know what I want to do in the entertainment space.
Sure.
But maybe God wants me to spend some time here.
Yeah.
So I pursued that.
That's good, bro.
But the thing that made me very enthusiastic is that I knew that I tried. It didn't crush me. Maybe in the moment, the conversation I'm having with myself, did you try enough? But the thing is, I tried. The word try is there.
Come on, bro.
It's just a matter of did I try enough? So for me, that was the conversation I was having with my wife, my then girlfriend.
Yeah.
I was like, we are going back home. And she was crushed.
Sure.
And the more she's crushed, the more crushed I am.
Yeah.
And sometimes as men, it's difficult for us. The line is blurry between being emotional and logical. I'm a very logical person. I'm guilty of that. I've changed over the years. I was like, no, don't worry. This thing's gonna happen again. I'm gonna marry you. Now you wanna throw in things that are even far. Hey, I'm gonna marry you.
I'm gonna give her hope.
Because she knew definitely the child. This guy's gonna take care of the child.
Sure.
Because she felt like when we are going back home, we are breaking up. We are 60 kilometers apart. That's not a lot of kilos, but I don't have a car.
Sure.
She has a car, and the car must be with the baby because if
Safety
anything happens,
reasons.
you understand.
Yep.
I can't be sitting at home. I don't have a job with the car. What am I gonna do?
You don't even have money for petrol. This guy's gonna be looking at you.
My brother, when I say I tried everything during COVID, I was delivering food with the car. There was a time when the KFC had a deal with another brother at home, and I was like, hey, let me
help.
I was trying everything.
You tried,
so
bro.
that gave me hope that, you know what, if I continue trying, we'll be back together again. Even though we were crushed in the moment.
Man.
I remember putting the bags in the trailer. A friend of mine came with his buggy. We were driving. I was driving behind her.
Bro.
It was very painful. That process was painful. But when we came back to live together again, when I got my job, even before I was permanent, I said, hey, Zwagala, Facebook, I need a 2-bedroom house. Yeah. You understand? So I was very eager for her to come back. I was very happy that I had the opportunity, and I stuck my course in order for us to be together again, forgetting what had happened. I didn't dwell in the thinking of this is over, because that's what it seemed like in the moment. But in hindsight, God knew what he was doing.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Bro. Man, like I think of, just the crushing, saddening stats of how many men take their own lives. 2022, 13,785, if I'm not mistaken, recorded suicides in South Africa. Out of that 13,000, 10,000 plus were dudes. Right? Sure. So out of 13,000, 14,000, let's round it off. 11,000 of those were guys, and it's these crushing, silencing conversations that are not had with anyone, where dudes will be very vocal, like you said earlier on. Hey, King, got a reporter.
Sure.
Hey, why's your wife checking up on you, right? We'll be very vocal on that. But then as soon as I'm like, yo, Tebza, man, I'm struggling, bro. Thinking of taking my life because, this job thing. Antona, utaba right,
Sure. Therapy.
And it's
masking the problem.
Yeah. It's like the same passion that you have to say I mustn't call my wife and report her. That's probably the same passion you should have when I'm telling you I'm taking my life, boy. Right? Things are hard. Maybe this is the point where you're like, listen, we'll have some beers afterwards. But Vana,
why?
What's happening? Yeah.
Dig deep into.
Come on. Yeah.
And I think the other challenge is if you should have a friend group where you allow that to come in.
Yes.
It takes me back to the conversation where beans and bonds.
Yeah.
I think when I was here, the topic was unfiltered accountability. No one can keep you accountable if you're not inviting it,
bro.
So if we are men and we want to be different from what we've seen, not focusing on that, but focusing on ourselves moving forward.
Yep.
Yes, I don't want to be that. I want to be who I am, not because of that.
No.
I want to be who I am now.
Sure.
We need to have a circle of friends that allow to come in and do that for you. Not saying, here's a B and saying, ask you, sharp dog. Like when you're sitting with your friend, they can see, but this guy is not all right.
Yeah, you're not good, bro.
What's wrong?
Yeah.
That simple sentence could save thousands of lives.
Thousands, bro. And even, we've seen the countless videos of the guy who, they normally contrast two guys. One is sad, one is happy. At the end of the video, the happy one is the one who kills himself. And then it's like, yo, you never checked on your friend or whatever.
Sure.
And so I'm like, even that saying, let's invite this thing, because we're very logical, because we're systematic, we must put systems in place to say, Mfana, you could be sharp, but on a Tuesday at 4:00, we're having a debrief. I don't care what's happening, but we're gonna put this thing, or it's
That's
a Friday
actually
night, or it's wherever. So, and maybe we even agree before we go out for drinks, the first thing we do is, Buffett, let's play open cards.
Sure.
Play open cards, bro. You're happy. I can see it. But let's actually talk about what's happened this week. What happened? And go through a couple of things.
Sure.
We don't have to tell me how much you earn, but like, how are your finances?
Sure.
You don't have to give me numbers, but like, are you fine? Are you struggling?
Are you
What's
in
happening
debt?
there? Are
Yeah.
you in debt?
Going deeper
Can
into
we help?
it.
Yeah,
Sure.
and helping is probably not even just saying I'll give you
Mm.
money, but man, we could do like a debt recovery plan,
Sure.
and we keep each other accountable on
Yeah.
that. How you doing with your sex life?
Mm.
Have you started looking outside? Have
Sure.
is it frequent with your wife? Are you struggling?
Mm.
If you are, what can we do to help? Get things back
Because
into
those
order?
are things that guys don't talk about.
No, bro. We want to
Yeah,
talk about why sharp and
Sure.
why sharp, or how many chicks you smashed.
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, but how's the health of like your sexual health? How's the health of your intimacy? If you are married, if you have a wife, how are you guys doing?
Sure.
So I'm like, man, put a couple of things that you know are vital for the being, the wholeness of your friend,
Yeah.
and check up on those things. And then at the end, bro, one of my favorite lines when it comes to accountability, because we can talk as guys,
Yes.
and we can lie to each other, right? Because it's routine now.
Sure.
And so you get two chances. One, the first chance is you being asked directly what's going on with these things. At the end of that session, we have to look at each other in the eyes and ask each other, have you lied to me in the past hour? Right? And that's your chance too to say, well, I did though.
Yeah.
When you asked me about sex, I was
never
too embarrassed.
sure.
Right? Because then you might be performative now.
Yes.
And he's going to ask me one, because I'm sharp.
Sure.
But now the last question says, it's just this bro actually cares, man. And let me take off my mask. And guys don't get there.
Yes.
Where you're like, dog, like, how? Have you lied to me? I'm not asking you to perform here. I'm not asking you to show me how macho you are.
Sure.
Like, this is where your shoulders go down, Joe. Because you can't do that, go spanning.
Yes.
Can't do that on social media. But here, I'm like, just let your shoulders go down. Sure. Bro. Have you lied?
You're sitting with people who love you. Yeah. You understand?
Yeah.
I think we have that difficulty as gents. And this thing of, it's funny how technology is supposed to make things easier, but it's pushing us away.
It's crazy.
We don't talk to our friends anymore.
It's crazy.
It's really crazy that I was just sitting like, I don't go out anymore.
Sure.
Because
if
I'm going out, it must benefit the household.
Come on, bro.
Yeah, one way or the other, it must. If I used to do that, go out. I used to do events. So if I go out, I go out in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Because I know what happens in the dark. Yeah. The energy in the dark is much different when the sun is hitting your face.
So and that's not a joke. It's not real, bro, that thing.
Yeah, I remember I texted you sometime. You home at 9. You remember I texted you home at 9.
Yeah.
It means before 9 you should have left.
You should have
wherever
left,
you
bro.
are. Because the things that happen, especially Josie.
Fine.
But back to what I was saying, when we're sitting as gents, we can't even say I love you.
No.
I love you, bro.
Yeah.
The first guy who would say that to me was a friend of mine. May his soul rest in peace.
Sure.
I actually named my daughter after him. His name is Isa. My daughter is Isa.
Sure.
He would say it, because of my surname.
Yeah.
You understand? So I was like, yo, it's funny how it comes from someone who he was older than me.
Yeah.
He was my senior in school.
Sure.
But because of the events and going on trips together, we formed a close relationship, friendship. It came from him more than people who I'm much more closer to. So it opened my eyes to say, you must tell your bros that you love
them, bro. Yeah.
You might not do it as often as you tell your mom or your wife, but they need to know that I'm loved there. So if I feel like I need someone who loves me, maybe this situation I'm in when I look left and right, these people, I feel like they don't love me. But there's a guy, a friend who said,
Man. Sure.
he loves me. So it means he will be there for me.
Yeah.
Then we will save lives.
Bro, totally,
Yeah.
man. And I want you, and this is probably deep end stuff,
Sure.
but I think part of why we don't tell each other that we love each other is because all our love is conditional. So you say you love your wife, your girlfriend, your fiance, because part of that is you want sex, you want companionship, and so it's part of a learned trait
Sure.
that I'll only get if I give,
Transactional.
and I know what she wants, right? And so those I love yous come with very, very heavy conditions that hey, you need to.
Sure.
I need to get my ROI, right? I need to get. And so with our bruise, I don't think that layer's there. So you think if I say I love this guy, I'm not gonna get, right? Not getting anything here. Because one, we assume on each other's presence. Tebza is gonna come chill with me. Very. Like who else are you gonna go chill with, Joe? So I'm giving you presents, you're giving me presents because we don't want to chill with these other clowns. So there's nothing that I'm necessarily getting from I'm getting your present, but I'm also giving you my presents. So that squares stuff out.
Sure.
Right? It cancels that stuff out.
Yeah.
So then now there's no incentive for me to say, because then I'm not unless I'm just a sleazy dude, but I'm not gonna ask you for money because it's embarrassing.
Sure.
It's gonna lower my ego. So that I'm not getting money. What am I getting here, Joe? So then the way we've trained ourselves to give love does not compute here, does not fit here. So we don't say it. And then we'll mask having to do that deep work by, I love you, Joe. That's soft, bro. That's soft. And it's like, no. When you're saying that soft, it's code word for I don't have the ability to do the deep work to search why I've only equated love to transaction.
Sure.
Right? Therefore, I'm just gonna call it soft.
And the irony, sorry to
it's
cut
cool,
you
bro.
off.
It's cool.
And the irony is
Yeah.
they are afraid to say it in words, but they show it in action. Your friend will show you that they love you.
Sure.
If you are 2 a.m. driving from Josie, you are there halfway, and you say, I'm stuck, they'll make a plan for you.
Sure.
That's love.
Sure.
So if you can do that.
Yeah. But I also think that's transactional. Because I'm going to be the guy who's stuck one day.
Okay.
I'm going to bail you out when your wife calls and says, over Tebza. Then I'll say, no, he's helping my uncle. Yeah. My uncle got stuck. Right? Why?
I hear you.
Because I know it's going to come back to me. And so I even think it's at that point where those actions is just investment for when it's my turn. Right? Because again, I'm like, for me, it's rare to meet a guy who will genuinely say that they love you without expecting anything. If they haven't done the work of defining what love is, if they haven't done the hard work of untangling their definition of love, towards getting things. If you don't untangle that thing, bro, and as husbands, we get to do that with our wives.
Yes.
Where I have to say to my wife, I love her. I have to love her, not even just say it only, without expecting anything.
True.
And so I think once I've done that work, I can look at Tebza and say, bro,
do you think it comes from not hearing I love you from our dads?
No, hundreds.
I think I always think about it there because we never heard from older uncle. No one says I love you.
No.
It will be that, like I say, a distant friend who became close, or that I don't even want to call it the drunkard at the street. But it's gone. So you don't feel like it's genuine. So we don't say it. Even now, funny enough, when bros are drinking, that's when they will start saying it.
Yeah.
Now it makes sense.
Yeah.
That thing of that drunkard was saying this to me. Now I'm saying it to my friend. Now it becomes something normal to say when you feel like you've had one or two.
100%.
You are now comfortable to say it. So it means that you actually feel that way about that person.
Yes.
You should say it when you are sober.
Yes. And I think it's because what alcohol does is obviously just breaks down our walls. I I think it's an attempt to say, let's have a conversation about love.
Yes.
You know, I think when he's drunk and he says, I love you, what he's actually saying is, but I don't know how to do this thing, Joe. But now I'm drunk, I'm in, I'm not going anywhere. So let's have the chat. Right? But he doesn't have the words to say it that way.
Yes.
It just comes out as the thing that he's been dreaming of saying, but he hasn't untangled it again, you know?
Thanks.
So he's like, man, I got on. And it's like, okay. So anyway, my point is next time when somebody says that and they drunk, a friend, a dude, have a conversation behind the conversation.
Yes.
You know?
100%.
And I said earlier on, I want to throw you in deep waters. What would you define as love?
Oof, that's difficult.
Hey, Beans and Bonds, the 8th edition. Man, this is an incredibly special one. We are calling it Beans and Bonds Extended. We've extended the time. We've slightly changed the format. If you've been to any Beans and Bonds, you know that the conversation is normally centered around me and the guest, and we invite the room to be part of that. But we've changed the format. This conversation is going to be centered around the room. What are we talking about? And things that men and women get wrong about each other. We are addressing myths, misconceptions, and just assumptions. Come through if you want to have your voice amplified, you want to share your opinion, you think you can learn one or two things or even teach. We are inviting you to be in the room with us. It's going to be super incredible. So make sure that you purchase your tickets right now at thathusband.com. You can make sure that you are buying not just for you, but for your friends and anybody else you think is going to benefit from this conversation. I have the privilege again of facilitating the whole thing. And then we have a friend of ours, man, Linde Sibanda. He's going to pull through. He's a comedian. He's going to be sharing some of his stuff with us and just lighten up the room. People normally speak about the battle of the sexes. We are not fighting. No one is guring here. We just want to learn from each other. If you've been to any Beans and Bonds and you've really enjoyed just connecting with other people, forming these bonds over beans, this one is for you. It's going to be incredible. Again, centered around the community. So pull through and have a conversation with us in the room. It's going to be incredible. When is it happening? The 25th of October, right here at Christchurch Midrand. Doors open at 9:30 to start sharply at 10. And man, again, it's extended, so we're going to finish at 2 p.m. this time around. Make sure you are pulling through. Don't miss this one. It's going to be for the books. Beans and Bonds, 8th edition, extended. Make sure that the streets know. All right, see you then. All right, peace. And I said earlier on, I want to throw you in deep waters. What would you define as love?
Oof, that's difficult.
Yeah. That's why I was like, it's deep waters, bro.
Yes, it's love for me is being selfless. Loving is,
sure.
We always say God is love. Jesus is love. What did Jesus do?
Come on, bro.
People like to say now they are WWJT on social media. But if we look at the things that, if we try to emulate the person who loved us more than everyone, while he was walking this earth, for me, love is being selfless.
Come on, bro.
Putting other people first. Because when you do that, they feel the love and they spread the love. If I'm being selfless with my wife, that child is gonna feel that love.
Come on, bro.
100%.
Sure.
So for me, love is taking yourself out of the picture and putting your efforts at the front and saying, because I love you, this is going to happen. Not because it benefits me,
sure.
but it benefits you.
Come on, bro.
You are taking yourself out of the picture so that other people can benefit.
That's good, bro.
When you love your mother, when you love your wife, when you love your father, when you love your child, you put them first when you say you love them. So I think there's the conversation that as brothers we should have. You are being selfless. You're not thinking about yourself, as you said. So for me, love is that. And it goes back to what Jesus was doing. We should try to emulate that.
Yeah. Stop, bro. That's great, man. And you see that love in just your interaction with your wife, you know, on socials, and for the first time see you guys together in person, because obviously I met you first, and now it was just, man, such a blessing to meet both of you in one space now, you know. So and that love is just visible, bro.
Yeah.
You know? And I would even add to how we started this conversation. Love is an act of the will. It's a choice first.
Yes.
Before it's a feeling, you know, and so it's not a feeling primarily. It's an act of the will that's not void of feelings,
Yes.
right? And commitment for me is probably one big attribute of love. Committing to somebody, regardless of what's going to happen. I'm choosing you, and regardless of the circumstance, regardless of how you become, I'm choosing you, right? And that's some deep stuff, man.
It
You
is.
know? Yeah. So-
You are.
Yeah.
I'm in therapy today.
Bro,
Yeah, yes.
I said to my wife, if you can't afford therapy, start a pod, bro.
Yeah. For yes. Buy some mics.
Buy some mics, bro. You know, I'm like, all the money you would have spent in therapy, buy some mics.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cheaper, and just have conversations with people, bro.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Man, I want to get into just your story with your wife.
Yes.
Obviously we kind of started on it and how you guys met.
Yes.
You know, so where you guys are now. But before we get there, bro, I think we have to pick up the nugget, man, of your grandmother saying, "Don't be like your dad."
Sure. Yeah.
Right. I think just before we kind of settle into where you guys are now.
Yeah.
That's a big thing for a grandmother to say, especially as her last words. You know. That means there's something she's observed of your dad, of you, and with wisdom.
Sure.
With wisdom, bro.
It is.
She's like, I can see how this picture and the story ends.
And those words, when she said them, they didn't make sense because what do you mean?
Sure.
His blood is mine.
You probably look
else,
like the
yes,
dude.
what else do I know about being a man? And don't be like that. What do you actually mean? Because she said it and she was like, he'll catch it.
Sure.
I know he's a smart one.
Sure.
He's my favorite because that's what people say now.
Sure.
You were the favorite.
Sure.
So for me, I think as I'm growing up and I'm doing things differently.
Yeah.
But I'm not doing them differently just because she said that.
Sure.
I think there was a deeper message in there. Say, be yourself. Be who you are. Don't be a reflection of your father. Be a reflection of God. Walk that journey that Jesus walked when he was here. So for me, that changed my mind after so many years of trying to avoid those words because they would come back to me. They would come back to me. I grew up in Itsoseng. It's a small town outside of Lichtenburg. Until I was like 11. But before that, I grew up with my father and my mother, biological, divorced. After when I was 5, I think I'm born 94. They 99. They divorced, I think, if my memory serves me well.
Sure.
And then 2001, my mother in 2001 or 3. Yeah,
sure.
they'll comment.
Yeah.
My mom and my stepdad got married.
Dope.
And grew up a very loving home.
Yeah.
You
have siblings?
Yes, I have a younger brother.
Dope.
Who's from my stepdad, and I have an older sister, Neo.
Sure.
I'm the middle child.
Come on,
you know
man.
what they say about middle child. Come on,
you guys
man.
are
The pressure.
problematic, bro. You guys are problematic.
So anyway, growing up, that's how I grew up. We grew up in the hood. Went to town when I was about 11. That's Lichtenburg. That was 05.
Yeah.
So I grew up close to my grandparents when we were still there because they lived there as well. They were like 2 streets away. So I was growing up seeing my grandparents, seeing that love, being a favorite.
Sure.
So the connection was there.
Yeah,
so
man.
growing up to finish university around, I'm skipping a lot of parts, but I just want to get to my point.
Yeah.
2016, that's when she said, yo, don't be like that guy because you know him. Don't think what he's doing or what he was doing is cool.
Crazy, bro.
Having not having a lot of kids and not committing. And even he himself said, yo, he's proud of me
Crazy, bro.
for the man that I've become, because that means I'm carrying the name in the way that my grandmother was hoping. I think that's the other thing that she was saying. Don't be like him. How are you carrying this name for your family? How are you presenting yourself to the world?
Sure, bro.
So I think that has saved me from a lot of things
That's good.
because of the relationship I had when I was young, and also the rebuilding of the relationship when I was older. Because growing up and moving away, that's, you understand, that closeness. That's my grandmother from my paternal grandmother, biological dad's side. So obviously when they divorce, obviously the relationship gets strained.
Sure.
But because we built a closeness when I was a toddler, it's easy, even if I rock up after 3 years.
Bro.
When we see each other and we talk,
Yeah.
we get deep. So after my graduation, she was like, I'm happy to see you have graduated. I can now rest. I think that was maybe a couple months or a year before she passed.
Man.
And when she passed, I didn't want to see her open. Yeah. I don't want to see her open casket because I wanted to have that memory of what I saw.
Yeah.
Because I knew that I didn't want that to be stuck in my head.
Yeah.
So it really saved me from the worst that could have happened.
Yeah.
I went many ways in my life in terms of decision making, but that brings me back.
That's good, bro.
And I think she was not trying to make him a villain.
Sure.
She was just trying to say, be you and be a better person.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
That's very telling, coming from from a mother to a son to now a grandson.
Yes.
I can't imagine my mom saying to my son, I don't have a son, but but I can't imagine my mom saying to my son, don't be like my son. Right? That's like, oh dang. Like
the seriousness of it.
It's heavy, bro.
Yes, it is.
Heavy. You have a relationship with your dad still?
Yes, I do.
Okay. And you mentioned that you guys spoke about him also just reflecting on his own life. What chats do you have, bro? Now, in light of everything that has transpired, where you were, what your grandmother said, how you are now, obviously he's proud of you.
Sure.
But like, what are some of the chats that you have around manhood? How are you processing that in light of, where he is and the man that you've become? One, because a lot of us don't have that.
Yes. So
if our dad is not around, like it's just not around.
Sure.
Or if he comes around, it's a fight. Like he's present, but like not doing healthy things. There's no conversation.
The funny thing is he is present, but still distant in a way that those things that I say that he would, it's sprinkles of when we see each other. Okay. We don't really talk that much, but he's there. He lives in our grandparents' house now. He came from Joburg, went there after they both passed, and said, let me take care of the house.
Sure.
We don't really talk much, but when we do, it's really not deep stuff. It's like on the surface because that relationship equity is not there really because my stepfather raised me. He's the father. My stepfather is the dad. Sure. Because those two things are different. Sure. That's why on social media we hear present dad, absent father. So there's a clear difference between the two. So the relationship is not really like, we talk, we get deep into things. But that moment where someone says something and you normally don't talk about those things, you're going to note it in your brain somewhere. Say, at least this guy I know he loves me. He grew up different from me in a different generation than me. So expressing himself is something he's not used to. He just knew me until I was a toddler, and then from there he's just seeing me once. So it's difficult for us to connect. But I think because of this conversation, I should try to have that sit down and say, let me stop avoiding this thing.
Sure.
there must be a void there.
Sure.
Probably.
Sure.
Yeah.
Forgiven him?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Because
Hmm.
I've seen my mother forgive him. I've seen my stepdad not treating him you understand, when we're in the vicinity together. So I'm like,
It's big,
I don't
man.
have to hold a grudge. I don't know. I haven't gotten an explanation of.
Yeah.
I don't think I need it
Sure.
because I think I'm sharp. Like,
Sure.
I
We're
turned out
not.
good. I turned out good,
Yeah.
my brother. So we can connect, but it's not really ish. Time out on it's not that type of thing. You understand?
Yeah.
So I think you just made me feel like that conversation needs to be had,
Sure.
so we can get into each other's heads
Sure.
about the present and the past.
Come on, bro. And shout outs to your dad for stepping in, bro.
Sure.
And it's a big, bro. I hate how dudes on social media make much of dudes who step in
Ish.
when fathers have left.
Mm.
Again, for me, it's stuff like that where I'm like, bro, you're a hurt guy, and you're choosing the wrong enemy, and you're saying the enemy is, the woman who came in with the kids or whatever, and I'm like, bro, you your worst enemy.
Sure.
And the guy who left is actually the villain in the story. And I use that word just, loosely, but also
yes.
cautiously.
Yes.
So I'm like, the dude who comes in, bro, like, man, like, we need to. I've seen a couple of videos of dudes who, quote unquote, the stepdad comes in, and then one video where this kid was at a graduation, and then the dad didn't know that she had changed the surname to the dad's surname. And so now when she's graduating, they call her name with this guy's surname. Broke him, bro. Broke him. Because for him, it's just like, bro, that's the biggest honor you could give me, bro. Right? One, I wasn't looking for that.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm your dad. I love you, bro. We're good.
Yes.
But that, and that public affirmation, public honoring like that, dog, man, that was massive.
Sure.
It was massive, bro.
They're undermining the level of commitment and character it takes for that person to step in.
Tough, bro.
And I think because we've just normalized it, I don't want a woman with a child. But you're not the one who chooses the woman. God chooses the woman for you. I always see that in the comments of.
Come on, bro.
I'll speak about him because he's a public figure. He'll forgive me.
Sure.
Sibum Panza got married recently.
Yeah.
And I follow him. I followed him before. I always see in the comments narratives like that always come in. Like, yo, you left your girlfriend to only just be with a woman who has a child. So for me, I'm like, you guys are trying to take something that is clearly positive and just bring in your darkness into someone giving us so much light into something that is frowned upon.
Yep.
You don't know the history of this woman and the father. You don't know what type of man he is, the type of man that we are seeing in this guy who is really stepping up.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that people are trying to come up with things positive, like this is not a stepfather, it's a man who stepped up.
Come on, bro.
We need things like
Come on,
that.
bro. Yeah.
We need people who are going to bring more light into people doing positive things.
Yeah, sure.
Because there's a little of it.
Sure.
When we read about marriage, we hear about divorce rate. We are not told about the success rate.
Yes.
We are not pointed to people who are loving their people openly and honestly and showing us those positive things. It's just a phase.
Yeah.
It's just a phase.
He'll wake up one day.
He'll wake up. So
sure.
we as a society just bringing negativity into something that is beautiful.
Man.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, bro. There's times where those situations have turned out bad.
Yes.
The guy steps up and then, 3 years down the line, cut. The woman turns against him or the kid flips. Whatever.
Yeah.
But your own kid can flip on you, bro.
Sure.
So, no one goes into life with guarantees. And I say that to say, it's weird how people die every day.
Yes.
But nobody's stopping to have sex and make kids. Right? People divorce every day. But best believe there's a wedding venue that is like, yo, we have too many customers, right?
Fully booked.
Fully booked, bro. Right? I'm like, guys, people have food poisoning. I don't see Pick and Pay closing. They're not selling food anymore because people are like, we're not gonna buy food anymore, bro. Right?
Osteoporosis.
Bro.
Almost cleaned us out.
Yeah. I'm like, bro, houses collapse.
Yes.
But there's still somebody who's like on property 24.
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy. People get into car accidents every single day.
My bro.
Nobody is saying,
I'm not driving.
maybe I'm not gonna get a car. Joe.
Sure.
But people have lists of what kind of car. And now I'm like, okay, so you saw one guy who had, just a bad situation.
Sure.
Like anyone would have a bad situation. And now suddenly, men who step up, all of these guys don't know what they're getting themselves into.
They're
bro.
being painted with a brush of one paint.
One guy. Right? Where I'm like, again, bro, there's people who build houses on swampland.
Yes.
Your house is gonna collapse, but people are like, fine, I'll build there as well. I'm like, bad things happen. It doesn't stop people from doing good things, right? So I'm like, bro, we can't just base our life on how bad something has
Hopelessness. People are basing it off. It just shows us that society needs God, needs Jesus.
Come on, bro. Come on.
If someone dies so that you can live and be washed away for your sins.
Yeah.
That shows us that everything that we do, we should just involve him. Because some people will look at the story of Jesus, of him dying on the cross, as like, he was being thrown by stones, his embarrassment. But the crosses should be a symbol of hope. It shouldn't be a sign of embarrassment. You understand?
100%.
So for me, we need to try. We're not saying Christians are perfect. We are trying. We are even myself, with speaking with so much conviction, I'm still taking the steps in my faith.
Yep, that's good.
But the more I speak about it, the more I get committed into it.
That's good, bro.
Yeah,
it's good, bro. Speaking of hope and faith and commitment and walking, you've walked with your wife. Let's take us to the wedding, bro.
Yeah. Oof.
You guys seem very happy in your content. Sometimes spicy, which is good. I love it. when a married couple is not spicy, I'm like, chief,
something.
what's going on? Like you're free to have this thing,
sure,
to play around with each other.
Yes.
But you guys treat each other like your parents are watching you, right?
Yeah.
But when it comes to you guys are very free. Very, I mean, even the t-shirt, bro. I'm like,
sure.
Like somebody might say, but no extra. What is
I'm
this
being
thing?
extra, yeah.
But I'm like, the joy I see in your face.
Sure.
I'm like, bro, even this, I'm like,
I'm amazed.
My wife must not see this. Because I don't want the pressure of having to come up with a t-shirt myself.
Yeah, bro.
Wedding day.
Yeah.
After wedding day, bro, how's your home? Yeah, how's marriage, bro?
So we've been married for a little over a year now.
Come on, bro.
20 September 2024.
Yeah.
That was the day Home Affairs stabs me now.
Yeah.
The next day, 21st, nerves.
Yeah.
Going with the angles.
Yeah.
Morning, we're late.
Sure.
So I get a 60 kilos.
Yeah.
Hey, wake up. I woke up 2 hours before then.
Yeah. You're ready, bro.
I was ready. I was nervous.
Sure.
Because whatever we've been preparing for these months was dependent on how these uncles meet in the morning. Yes, they've spoken before, but things can...
Yeah.
So it was nerves. Once it happened, I was so happy when my wife called me. She was at the back bedroom at her home.
Okay.
The people who were filming for us,
Yeah.
they actually captured it when she was knocking on the window and calling me to tell me everything went
good,
well.
bro.
So that face, every time I watched that video, I was like, yo, man,
Still, bro.
no one can recreate this.
Nah.
We didn't even plan for it to be captured. It just happened that those guys were at the
Yeah.
backyard as well. And when she called me
Sure.
to say, yo, everything went well
Sure,
inside.
sure.
I'm now your wife.
Come on, bro.
And even, going into such a family that is so understanding,
Yeah.
our families were able to be so understanding that not a lot of people sign before. The lobola. They don't.
You get punched in the face, bro.
My man. We're able to our parents and families let us do things the way we want.
It's good, bro.
From there, the wedding day started for us. We wanted to make it something small. We know too much people now.
Yeah.
Hey, Tebza is getting married.
Yeah.
That guy is getting married. Tebza, what event?
Tebza, what?
Yeah, Tebza, no way. So at the wedding day, it was so beautiful. And seeing our families speak about us.
Sure, man.
Seeing people cry when they speak.
Sure.
The confidence I had to speak in front of people and say, this is my wife.
Come on, bro. That thing slaps different first day.
Yeah,
Joe.
like
that first day.
Because the whole time my wife was, her speech was beautiful.
Yeah.
I winged it, but I was also dope.
Come on now.
I think God just got in me.
The
and
raps,
say,
bro.
Come on,
it's
man.
The raps, bro.
Hip hop, baby.
Let's go.
So that moment for me is what I always remember, watching my daughter running around, family, colleagues.
That's dope,
like, it's so we didn't even eat. We were too excited.
Too happy, man.
The only time we ate probably was Monday.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, Saturday at Mafikeng, Sunday at home, we bits and pieces.
Yeah.
We were so just overwhelmed with happiness that everything went well. There isn't anything where we needed money.
Yeah.
Someone out of the blue would say, "Here's money,"
Come on,
without you asking.
Yeah.
I was so happy. I'm still happy, bro.
Sure.
In the year that we've been married, we've focused on just nurturing our relationship.
It's good, bro.
I always tell people, yes, I'm married and I have a child, but I love my wife more. I know it sounds blasphemous for people to hear that.
Sure.
How
That's
can
the
you?
Truth, bro.
I met this person before I met this one.
Yeah.
I love them both.
Logic.
But this one, if I love her more, she's going to pour more into this
Come
one.
on, bro.
So our relationship in this past year that we've been married, it has been there, just pouring into each other.
Yeah.
Me making the effort to be a better man, because it's easy for you to slack. Then you relax.
Yeah, I have her now. Sure.
That's why I come into things like beans and bonds, diving 3 hours, one man. Let me go and hear what other husbands are saying that have been married.
Dope.
Those who want to be married.
Dope.
What are they asking that I didn't ask?
Sure.
Because my wife and I are random people. We did not go to counseling.
Sure.
We went on Google, we were at the car wash, and then we did our counseling at the car wash. You don't hear that.
Yeah.
You know, when after we did it, I was like, we are crazy people.
Yeah.
Yes. We couldn't afford the counselor.
Yeah.
We just went to a car wash and say, let's Google these questions.
Good, bro.
But they were very helpful.
Yeah.
They were very helpful.
There was intention.
There was intention.
Commitment to try.
Yes, my brother. So it has been a beautiful 13 months now, or just over 13 months. I don't want to date your episode.
Sure. That's true, bro.
So it's been there, just pouring into each other, loving each other, loving our child, making an effort to spend time with each other. Yeah, we are blessed to have grandparents. The daughter can just, then we can just be our. You understand? So I am very happy about how everything went. It was a cold day later, and then a lot of people say, when it's cold, chief, you are locked in for life. Conspiracy theorist. And folktale. Fana, when it's cold. Or it's malong. Fana. If it was dust or wind,
would be worried.
We are putting a clock on. So it's just happiness and just pouring into each other, bro.
Fire, bro. Fire, man. So collectively, you've been together, what, 6 years? Or is it? Because your daughter's 5.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
6 years.
collectively 6 years, married 1,
Yeah.
together 5 years. Every relationship, and particularly marriage, is not without its fair share of troubles. A lot of people wait longer to get married.
Sure.
So they would have pushed your 5 years to 10.
Mm.
Because one, they've drank the Kool-Aid of saying, I need to know as much as I can. And part of that knowing as much as I can is driven by the fear that I don't want to be caught off guard. Something wrong happens here.
Sure.
Which is just a poor assumption, because life alone tells you that you will be caught off guard, even for yourself.
Yes.
Right?
Facts.
If you knew something bad was going to happen to you, you would have prevented it.
Yes.
But you're old enough to know that your life has slapped me in the face a couple of times. I wasn't prepared.
Sure.
Right? It's, you get insurance because you like, in case something happens, but even that is a gamble. Like, you get an insurance for your car, and then nothing happens. And so you've paid money, Jay, and then for some strange reason, the day you don't pay your insurance, it's weird, right?
Hey, after reversing the debit order.
Yeah.
Hey.
And then you reverse into a tree.
Pass.
Right? So I'm like, man, every life breathing is a gamble.
Sure.
Because you're not God. Right? And so you don't know the future. You don't know what's going to happen. But whether it was in the 5 years or in the year now, what would you say was some of your deepest waters that a t-shirt could not save? Right? Where you were like, I can't print more t-shirts, bro, to get out of this one.
Sure.
It's going to require commitment, love, steadfastness, understanding, sitting here, and you don't even have to like give me details, bro.
Sure, definitely.
But I ask because, again, there's people who are like, don't you should have waited another 5 because we're going to prevent the thing. Or, if anything went wrong in this year, like what Malume said, what's wrong with you? Because it's just a year.
Sure.
And it's like, no, bro, stuff could go down at any time. It's how you come out of that stuff.
Sure.
That's the key and important thing.
I would say, top of the year, there was a time I was closed. I think it's the beginning of the year. I don't know if I was nervous about this year or what, but I was a bit closed off to my wife and child.
Sure.
That made them feel like, man, it's been 4 months since you got married. What is this bro doing?
Sure.
So, but I think it was just the fear of what do I do now? Because this thing, we've been in the relationship, we've been fine, but now the marriage is a new title. I'm like, I need to figure out what this is. But with me trying to figure it out, I got into deep waters with my wife by being distant. And that's not our relationship.
Yeah.
I married this woman because I knew I can be 100% in front of her.
Sure.
But now,
here
I am in my head, being an overthinker, closing myself off.
Man.
And that can cause a lot of strain in your relationship. You are making her feel like you have doubts. When you come back from work, you just wanna be watching TV, watch TV, sleep. And it's easy to fall into that pattern.
Yeah.
And because you're in your head, you can't have the conversation.
Yeah.
And then she just said, let's have the conversation.
So she approached you directly.
She did.
Which
is why I really value that woman in my life. Not just love her. We must, what did you say? Wife your love. I was in that moment, I'm wifing my laugh. I'm wifing my laugh. I'm wifing my laugh. It might not make sense, but for us who think too much,
we are here. You don't know, boy.
So it could have made our relationship go a certain way, and then things like studying the content also made our relationship. Now we are discussing.
Mm.
Yeah, we are discussing our relationship.
Mm.
What is good to be out there? What moments are we putting out there?
Dope.
Now I'm able to
Dope.
now navigate. This thing is a tool that's helping us.
Yeah.
Because it's not just about people and say, yo, marriage is dope.
Mm.
It's about me going back to our first video and say, oh,
Mm.
I must maintain that feeling in the
Yes.
home. It's not about, hey, we are breaking, hey, we are happy. No.
Yeah.
It's a diary for me. Yeah. Say, yo, that thing is real.
It's dope.
It's
Bro.
not an act.
It's dope.
How do you maintain that?
Yeah.
You don't maintain it by closing yourself off,
bro.
opening yourself to your wife and say, yo, here I am on the table.
Yeah.
I was worried that. What now? Because we feel like we've reached that level of the relationship. There's no other way to. But the things that we are doing, like cooking for each other, loving each other, being there with our child, me opening it up, took me out of the water.
That's good, bro.
Yeah.
That's dope, bro. Do you know particularly why you were closed off? Yes, you've crossed that invisible line, but practically for you as a man, experientially, where was the thing? And I asked because I'm like, man, like a lot of us don't realize that, it's what Tyson says. Everyone has a plan until they get punched in the face. And for me, that's a perfect quotation for the first year of marriage. I think our wives get punched harder. I think they have to adjust quite a lot. Not that we don't have to.
Yeah.
But because we're risk takers by nature, we tend to adapt quicker. And so you're a risk taker, biologically wired by God to do that. And you've taken a risk by committing yourself to one woman for the rest of your life.
Yes.
It's the analogy of the hunter. You had your garden, you thought about this thing, now you're in the forest, and now you have to.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Sure.
What was it for you? Where you were like, Jazzy, what did I sign up for here?
For me it was like, it was just reflecting and saying, was I really ready? Even though I knew I was.
Sure.
Was I really ready?
Sure.
To commit? It was just an introspection that didn't need me to close off, because the closing off is just a crutch of childhood. Closing yourself in the room because you don't speak to your parents about whatever is in your mind, because your relationship in the household isn't like that. Yes, as I grew older, opening up and talking to my parents became a thing. But it's falling back into what worked for me, or I felt like worked for me, but it shouldn't be. I should have just said, yo, baby,
this is where I'm at.
I'm not sure I was ready. But I was ready, my man.
I
took that year. I think it was my first year being permanent.
Okay.
I took my first 13th check to put into the savings that I had in order to. So I was ready, man.
Ready, bro.
I was ready. There aren't a lot of people who would do that. Yeah. Even when I mentioned it, it's like, hey, first 13th check. My bro,
you must enjoy it.
You must, I was committed and I was ready, but
Still,
I felt like, also it was like, the life that I used to live, do I really deserve this? Do I deserve this woman? Do I deserve this happiness?
Yep.
I was questioning myself, but not letting her in, because she's a good listener. When I opened up, greatness came out of that.
Sure.
And pure and warm happiness came out of that.
Yeah.
So I think I was just running away from just doing what we've been normally doing.
Yeah. And
went to my childhood self just as a crutch. So I was scared of accepting that I'm ready.
Sure, bro. Man, bro. Well, thanks for sharing that, man.
Yeah.
And I know it's gonna help a lot of dudes, bro. Post wedding, to think about the weightiness of marriage. In fact, that's why we had our husband prep workshop last week. Yeah. Yes. Because of that a lot of us husbands get into marriage, and it's in that first 4 months, we're like, yes, son. Yeah, I didn't count the cost. Yeah, I did, but did I? You know, because again, the reality of being a husband is far different than imagining this thing. Once your boots hit the ground, you're like, chief, this is a different kind of war. I strategized while I was around the table. I said, I'm going to move my pieces like this. And then you get into the field. You're like,
Heavy is the head that chose to wear the crown.
come on, bro. Right? So I think that's just great, man, to help guys count the cost and then not feel weird.
Sure.
And they have that feeling that, did I? Well, you did. But you're just coming to terms with what that cost is in real time. Do you know what I mean? Because it's one thing to count it before.
Sure.
So, yeah, bro. Man, thanks, bro. Really appreciate that, man.
Thank you very much, man.
Tell us a bit about the content stuff, bro. Because, again, like, it's so beautiful to see that you guys are intentionally using that as a tool to shape your marriage.
Sure.
And not just, I pray that you get all the money, bro. I pray that your content does truly bless people. I've seen it. But I think beyond that,
yes,
it's just what this podcast has done for me and my wife as well, that I'm like, yo, man, I hope that it does that for you and your wife.
Yes.
Because one, it forces you guys to be together, but then to ask those hard questions that we don't ask. Where's the line between what we share and what we don't?
Sure. Because
that determines, again, your clarity on vulnerability.
Yes.
Right. And there's things that you just don't need to bleed on us with as your audience.
Yes.
That's like,
of course.
God, man, this is a wound. Keep it to your wife.
Yes.
It's not a scab, it's not a scar. If it's a scar, you healed from it, come tell us.
Sure.
Not it's a wound, right? And sometimes people blur those lines, bro, and then miss out on the blessing of how your content creation could be a tool.
Yeah.
How has it worked out for you guys?
It has worked out amazing because, as I was saying earlier, it came at the time where I was, and then I got out of that quickly because I said, you know what, out of getting myself out of, or her getting me out of closed off, one of the first things I said, what if we start a couple page?
Sure.
This is January.
Sure.
What if we start a couple page? What are we gonna post? We'll see.
Sure.
So one day I'm at work. I'm creating all of these pages: YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, all at the same time, Facebook.
Yeah.
When I get home and say, look at this.
Sure.
Now we start talking and say, what is it that we want people to show? We want to show people that marriage is something that is beautiful.
Sure.
And it's something that should be respected.
Yeah.
And we need more positivity out there. And funny enough, as soon as we started creating that page, I started seeing more people who are doing that type of content. I'm like, this is like a validation of some sort that we need to continue into this.
That's good.
So we are having fun with our content. We are just being ourselves.
Sure.
We said on Mondays we want to do this, on Thursdays, on Wednesdays we want to do this.
Yeah.
Those things come naturally.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like, yes, we know what we're not going to share.
Yeah.
But when things naturally happen that can go on the page, the camera comes out.
That's dope, bro.
So we can capture that moment. People are already basing our lives as moments. And one of my favorite rappers is Mick Jenkins. He has an album called Pieces of a Man.
Yeah.
He says, you are basing everything you know about me from moments. I'm more of a compilation or a composition. So he goes deep into that. So for me, if you're already basing my life on moments, let me make the moments the positive moments that come natural to us.
Sure.
And great things have come from that.
Sure.
Our child enjoys it. We've asked her if you want to be on the camera. She's happy about that. Sure. We are getting opportunities. We've grown with engagement, following. People are really gravitating towards something that is positive. And we are happy that we can add to that.
Sure.
So it's a beautiful journey. And I receive. We want all that money.
Come on.
We want all that money for all this effort. And I see that the people in government are talking with TikTok, monetize. Yeah, man. We put a lot of effort, time, and our own lives,
Yeah.
and sharing it in a world where people are saying,
Yeah.
happy couples must gatekeep.
No,
Can't
bro.
gatekeep something that is being attacked. We are the first line of defense.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. That's a powerful note, bro.
Sure.
Such a powerful note, man. Appreciate you guys, man. And, just, sharing stuff with us. There was a video or carousel. I was like, this guy's lying. Like, I saw the food your wife cooks for you. I was like, this ninja's lying, dog.
Sure.
Every day. Bro, like, what chef school did you find your wife? Because I was like, hi. It's like, that's Monday. I'm like, sure. I'm like, hey, this thing is going.
Hey.
Every day. Nah, dog, come on, boy.
And funny enough, that's the reason why I started. There's an intro that we do when she does the wifey meals.
Yeah.
I say, what do you have for us today, chef? Because I felt like, hey, this food that I'm eating here.
It's fire, bro.
Chef level.
Yeah.
She's just a home cook, bro. No school of.
No way, bro.
And now the fact that when I compile it, it makes it feel like she does that every day. Some days it's just what you don't see. I can't even show the positivity. Yeah. The positivity. Some days I toasted sandwich.
Yeah, sure.
Go to bed and sleep.
Yeah. But it comes with love.
Yeah, it comes with love. And that's why we have
Yeah.
It's time for the gym now. 1 year of marriage is over. We are moving on. It's time for the gym now.
Come on now.
Yeah. So for me, it's just that combination makes people. It's our desire for people to cook more.
Sure.
We don't know what people are putting in these processed foods.
Yeah.
It might be something that's simple, but when I look at it, it's like, if we're having too much of takeaways, I don't think my body would look like it would look worse.
Sure.
So as much as you're seeing me eating this food, but it's made with love, and she's really controlling how much oil she uses, how much salt. So there's the love there.
That's good, bro.
I don't want to give him high blood.
Yeah.
He must live longer.
Let's live longer. Yeah, sure.
Sure. So that's it with the cooking content. She's home cook, not trained chef or anything.
Yeah. Shout out to your wife, bro.
When we both love cooking.
Do you cook as well?
Yeah, I do.
How many times, bro?
I don't know. My brother, maybe once in 3 weeks.
Listen, I need to do better. That's why I'm asking.
And I can cook.
Yeah, that's why I'm asking.
I didn't buy it. She bought it for our anniversary. She bought me a cookbook by C4, the Cooking Husband.
Come on, bro.
Volume 1.
That's my homie, man.
Yeah. So
yeah.
the other day, she went home, my weekend, to take our daughter. She wanted to go to that side because she's always with my mother. So she wants to see the other grandmother.
Yeah.
So my wife has been speaking about, I want butter chicken.
Sure.
But there's no opportunity for her to do it. And then I said, let me open the book. Voila. I'm like, I know what I'm going to cook for you. Relax. When you come.
Yeah.
Then I did that So I always, for her, me cooking is always an occasion.
Yeah.
I don't want to capture that because that is for her.
Come on, bro.
Yeah. We've taken a decision to share the wifey meals, but for me cooking for her, maybe I can show the plating, but the process is just her bumping music and looking at her husband cooking.
Yeah.
The kitchen is warm and the home is even warmer.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
The bedroom will even be the warmest.
Come on now.
Come on,
eh?
Cook so she can cook.
It's lovely to be married. You can say these things in public.
Life. With no shame.
Yeah, bro.
Life, bro. Bro, in closing, man.
Yeah.
Fatherhood, bro.
Sure.
Yeah, 5-year-old girl, bro.
Sure.
Who was I talking to? And they're like, I think they only have boys. They're like, how's it to raise a girl? I was like, I wanted a girl. But I'm finding, and this is from somebody who talks for a living.
Sure. Of course.
I find that I'm talking more often than I would desire.
Yes.
So I said to that person, why do you think I started this pod?
Sure.
I'm trained. I got training proper on how to speak. And that's something I'm enjoying about her.
Yeah.
Seeing her personality shape up. Yeah, it's just been dope, man. And for me, particularly, which my wife has, kind of called me out on, and I need to do better on this.
Sure.
Before my daughter was born, I was like, yo, we're gonna have fire chat and moments where I'm gonna like teach her how to style herself, you know, and dress a certain way, whatever. And bro, that thing fell off.
Sure.
And I think it was yesterday, she just got a bunch of new clothes and she was just eager to like try stuff, you know. And obviously she's seeing how me and my wife dress.
Sure.
And so she's like, man, like she's getting into it, you know. And I was like, this is part of why I wanted to have a girl.
Yes.
Just to like talk fashion with her.
Yes.
And I'm putting this out when I'm asking you to, you know, and I know you keep me accountable. You you
Yeah, you're telling the wrong guy. I'm gonna text you, Chief. I'm gonna text you.
It's Saturday. Did you dress your kid?
Yeah.
Right?
Did you get her that hat she says she wants?
So hands up, bro. Full transparency. Keep me accountable, bro.
Sure.
I want to get better
Yeah.
at just spending hours with her talking clothes. It comes natural.
Sure.
I love it, you know. So how's fatherhood been for you, bro? Raising a little girl. Yeah.
For me, fatherhood is very interesting. You are looking at someone who looks like you, but you are different.
Yeah.
This one,
Yeah.
she looks like me.
Sure.
I was not trying to run away. You know, folktale.
Yeah.
Where were you trying to run away? For me, fatherhood is very interesting, bro. You are seeing this person changing with every year,
Yep.
growing up,
Yep.
looking at you, having a personality, having your stubbornness or her mother's personality. There's happiness, there's clashing, there's opinion.
Yeah.
This person, when she was 2 months, we were the happiest.
Yeah.
She sleeps.
Sure.
At the time we know she's gonna sleep, now we have to negotiate the sleeping time, the phone time.
Yeah.
So for me, it's just a blessing to see your offspring
Sure.
becoming themselves, being unapologetically innocent.
Sure.
In their purest form. Their no is no, their yes is yes. It's not backed up by societal don't. She's just saying no because I don't want. I'm saying yes because I want.
Yeah.
So it's just interesting to see that relationship I have with her. How she's always saying mama, 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 mama. And then the mother's like, Mari, you have a father.
Yeah.
You are sitting with.
My wife says that all the time.
You have a. Ask your father to do it. She would leave. I would sit with her in the couch watching. She'll go to the bedroom and say to my wife, Mama, like
you left your father.
You left and your father's not doing anything. He's sitting with you, watching your cartoons with you.
Yeah.
Papa, Mama, don't get it. She's no longer asking direct. She's saying, Mommy says you must. Mommy says you must do it. So it's an interesting one to see. And I think for me, what you were saying naturally about the styling and the clothing, I think what I want to commit to do is, I'm good in math. She's 5.
Sure.
I must put math into her. Just make sure she's good with that. She loves numbers.
Sure.
When see it on TV,
Sure.
in her bedroom, there's numbers 1 up to 20 because they do it in preschool. So I must just make sure she doesn't lose that love of numbers because she's showing it. I must just pour. That's something that's natural to me. I can wake up and you say, how much is 12 times? And I'll say it to you.
Sure.
Don't ask me.
Listen, bro. We the worst mathematicians in my house. Me and my wife are like, so we need to go buy whatever. How much is that thing? And we're like, why are we both asking each other? Just take out your phone.
Calculator, my man.
Take out your phone, bro. Like, you know, we're not good at this stuff.
Sure.
So, sheesh, man. Yeah.
Bro, it is great.
No, man, that's good, bro.
Yeah.
That's good. Does she have a t-shirt? Your daughter?
Nope.
Okay. Not yet.
And funny enough, she's one who doesn't keep secrets. My wife showed her this, and then she kept the secret.
Yeah. Crazy.
I was shocked. I think she forgot. To be fair, for weeks, I think for 2 weeks, she showed her this. I know her, so I didn't show her any gifts for the anniversary. I hid them like, hey,
This one.
Papa got you there.
Yeah.
I didn't want that. It was supposed to be, you understand?
Sure.
So fatherhood is great. She's a great child, very kind, very stubborn, but it's understood at that age. We should let kids be kids and just make sure we just guide them
bro.
at where we know they will be. Yeah.
But Tebza, appreciate you, man.
Thank you so much.
Brother, thanks, man.
Thank you for the
This
invite.
was great, bro. Nah, man. It's long overdue. We're supposed to do this months
ago. But I was telling my wife as we drove out of Lichtenau, like, you know, there's a reason why God made Black double book himself that day. Maybe this is the day I was meant to. Just like the Beans and Bonds, I came to the 4th edition, I think. All those month ends from the first 3, I couldn't come, bro. I was trying. But that one, open.
Still.
And that's the one that I needed to hear because based on the topic.
Sure.
Something that I was still having difficulties with.
Man. Bro.
Amen.
Appreciate that, bro. I know we closed, but I think I'm being led here.
Sure.
Yeah, bro. How did you meet Jesus, man?
I met Jesus in university.
Okay.
I was not going to church much when I was in high school. I got confirmation, you know, we just do it. Hey, mama wants this. But you know, when you're in varsity and you see yourself changing very drastically because of the freedom and all of this. And I met Jesus at the Bible study. Funny enough, in varsity, besides myself and the guys that I would see there, few of them, I didn't know anyone going to Bible study until I saw a flyer say, go to Bible study. Professor Wesley Gestring, I think that's him. He made me feel like you are nothing without God. And as soon as I invited him and had my ups and downs in the journey, I'm like, when I have hope and I have God in my heart, things work for me.
It's good, bro.
And it's something that I still have my ups and downs with faith in terms of we don't know how this thing is done. We feel like you might read the Bible and you think you know everything. There's too much pressure in being a Christian.
Sure.
So for me, I met Jesus in varsity. Well, I felt like I'm changing a lot. I'm going direction of people, not mine. And then I think it was also God speaking through my grandmother and saying, don't be yourself, because I kept on following people. Amen. Now, with God in my life and Jesus in my life, I was able to become the person that I want to be.
Come on, bro.
So I know that I need to work better at that relationship. The same effort that I'm putting into my relationship with my wife. Because if that goes away, it's going to affect this.
Come on,
Same way I was speaking about how if my relationship with my wife is not the best, the child suffers.
Sure.
So if mine with Jesus is not the greatest, my family is going to suffer. So I met him in university 2017.
Okay.
No, 2015.
Sure. That's good, bro.
Yeah. Thank you for that question, man.
No.
I've never really thought of it.
Yeah.
And like,
Sure.
So this 2015.
Still, bro.
It was my 3rd year.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's good, man. Praise him for finding you, bro.
Yes. Amen.
Yeah, no, praise him for finding you, man. Appreciate
and
it,
you
brother.
too, bro. I know we're at the closure. You are playing a very, 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 very important role in society.
Thanks, bro.
Don't run out of steam. Shout out to your wife. This can be easy.
Yeah.
But watching you guys last night on that episode, I went to the comments. I said what people are saying. I see it, the chemistry. You guys are at a good place. You might have in the beginning not, but I'm glad that this platform is not taking away, instead it's giving. So
thanks, bro.
The more it's giving into your family, the more you should spread it into these internet spaces. We need it.
Bro. Appreciate it, man. You don't say that just with words, but you gave me flowers.
Yeah,
literal flowers.
I haven't forgot about that. I thought they have a nice flower.
So I was just saying to all the other guests who come.
Yes.
If you don't come with flowers, what are you saying when I say? Yeah, okay, sure. They're my wife's flowers. Sharp. Bring my wife flowers. That's all I'm saying.
Sure.
Right, bro,
my man.
Appreciate you, brother.
I appreciate you too, man.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you leave your comments, leave your thoughts, things we said, things you want to challenge us on, things that you're encouraged by. It would be dope just to also hear where you at. And if you're new, again, please don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you're updated on every single episode we drop Wednesday, Hoppest 11. From me and the squad here, we'll see you next week Wednesday. All right. Peace.